I grew up like a savage.
How was that? Is that what you was just being you when you came in?
Yeah, that was all I mean, shit, that was all I knew. And rapping was just something that was so easy for me that, yeah, everything was just natural.
I'm trying to think of, did you do a lot of street shit when you was young? Or was you just...
It was kind of like a mixture. I mean, when I got with them, it probably was more.
Yeah. But like
sure.
Young...
Because I was... Some shit changed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Circumstances. Mm-hmm. That's what I always
Because I started off straight battle rapping. And then I went to straight pro-black rap. And then it kind of, like towards the end of high school, you got to think because NWA came out. You feel me?
This shit is starting to add up like an equation.
It's just like now with the kids now. They going off, they going off what's out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they popping pills and doing all the shit.
See, niggas be thinking...
It has a big influence on,
Niggas be thinking that I be like, or I'm want to do the media shit like it's about money. It ain't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With me... This is like, just to have this information to me is bucket list shit. Because for the most influential shit in my life, I'm trying to put together how you put it together.
Right. Yeah.
And it makes sense. You was a fucking battle rapper. And no, it just makes sense because how good you was.
Yeah.
I'm not, no disrespect to Sugar T, no disrespect to none of, like it was a lot of other great female rappers, but I didn't have that thing with you, like this a female rapper. Like, they look at Lil' Kim as a GOAT, right? I couldn't listen to Lil' Kim. I'm just being honest. Like, later on in life, I just didn't like to hear the vulgar shit. Yeah. I didn't even like to hear, I liked it to, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I like to look at that shit.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
All due respect, man, you was a nigga. You came on, it was like, we're fucking this and she a chick, and she like, yeah.
Right on.
Man, that's the realest shit ever, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if I told any of these niggas I was out here on this block, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm selling crack, heroin, powder, weed, whatever they got, right? Yeah. And it's shootouts, it's murders, it's all kind of shit happening. But your shit was, when your shit dropped, that was the shit. Like, we wasn't fucking with nothing. Like, at that particular moment, when we heard that shit, we was like, ain't no way. She just too fucking raw. Like, we like, and then, the rumors start. We ain't got Instagram. Nigga, that's Sebo's sister.
Yeah.
Nigga be like, no, that's Sebo's wife. No, nigga, that's nigga, no, nigga, you know what I mean? We start making up shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We start making up where you was from. Yeah. Like, you was already from Garden Block.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
know. To this day. To this day.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We didn't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, that's crazy, though, to know that you was battle rapping. And then you went to the Black Power shit. Because it was like, you was strong, like Queen Latifah and them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was like, you know what I'm saying? But you were just raw and gangster as fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you went in there and started recording that album. And you, like, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Sebo is already popping.
Yeah.
Now, where is T Nutty? Where is...
T Nutty ain't nowhere, he's somewhere, he like 10 years old somewhere at that point. He like 8, 7 years old. He's somewhere watching what we doing though. Now, I learned that in the future.
How long was it before Dual Committee came?
Dual Committee came probably around, I know that was for sure after I had dropped the album already.
Right.
But when Dual Committee came around, you could ask Keek, I pulled him to the side, I was like, y'all gonna make it. I be having visions. Yeah. I ain't been wrong yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I told him that a long time ago. And so just to see them flourish was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And like, so, but you dropping, you recording your album. Now, how was it with the business? Did you say like, did you know what you was, because like, are you happy to rap at this point? Are you happy to get some money from something legal? Or do you know what's even going on with the music business?
Nah, I didn't have no earthly idea.
No.
I was just a rapper, and I was just like, I'm in the studio, nigga, you feel you?
That's how it goes.
So I didn't have any earthly idea in terms of that aspect.
And what made you name the album Ghetto Blues?
I don't know, it just kind of fit with the times then. It was like, It wasn't really any particular, you know, I can't think like, oh, it was this. It just kind of fit with the times and what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of influences, right? I know that Pac was a heavy influence on you, right? And you was recording Ghetto Blues with Pac picture.
Yeah,
in the
I
booth.
did. Yeah, I did. It was like on the little thing, like the little choir, you know, the little thing.
Yeah,
you could sit to-
yeah. I think that's hella interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's
like,
what I was looking. That was, you know, he was a fucking.
and we ain't
dope
talking
dude.
about these people's Tupac.
Yeah.
Right? We ain't talking about
strictly
post
for my
Machiavelli.
niggas Tupac.
Exactly. We ain't talking
We
post
talking about trap
Machiavelli.
Tupac.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was a and we love all that shit, but we you know, for us who was on it from the beginning, we like grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? And eventually you was able to work with him.
Yeah, most definitely. I manifested that.
Yeah. Yeah. How was that?
For sure. It was dope. It was super dope.
Yeah. And how
One
was
of the best experiences of my life. Nah, you know, it's like,
how was Pac as a person though? Like how was he treating you? Like how did he?
He treated me wonderfully. Yeah, he gave me the whole time. You know, we was at the studio. Whoever came in there, it didn't matter. It was so many motherfuckers coming in there. Everybody that came in, he was like, "This Marvaless, right?" You know what I'm saying? This mine. You know, he let him know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, I respect that because
Yeah.
Tupac got so much that he did over here.
He was a real one.
Yeah, he was really a real one, and a lot of people, you know, like later in his life he got exploited, but I think it's because he was so real and so accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he just was fucking with you, you could be, you know, because everybody got that same story when they met him. Like Mac Maul was like, "You Mac Maul?" Like, and this nigga nigga, you Tupac.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Am I like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But he didn't see it like that. You know, he
Yeah.
saw himself as your equal and not
Right.
superior. You know.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Pac, man.
For
and
sure.
now you dropped Ghetto Blues, and then Sibo dropped what?
Gas Chamber. Then Tales from the Crypt, I think.
Tales from
Yep.
the Crypt. And is that what's Stompin' in My Steel Toes?
Yes. And that's what really catapulted
That shit
me.
went crazy.
Catapulted me.
I'm
even
talking
more,
about,
yeah.
and let's also say this, right? Because I know y'all be looking at Instagram and social media now, right? So they'll say shit like the hottest nigga, like, oh, little such and such is about to do 75K this week, and you like, he's on what label and he's doing what? Y'all was selling hundreds of thousands of records back then, independently.
Out the truck.
Independently. Like that's man, that shit is like crazy. So like when I look back on Volt, I'll say if that shit had actually been tallied, that album would have been certified gold.
Oh yeah.
And if
for
it was
sure.
streaming times, it'd have been 2 times platinum.
Ridiculous, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just honestly, because you couldn't go nowhere on the West to the Midwest and not hear that shit. We didn't even need, and you know, South. We didn't even need the East back then. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up off like East Coast rappers like everybody else. I always liked them, but
Yeah.
they just didn't. They beats didn't slap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just to me.
They
it
had
was-
that boom de boom boom.
they didn't have that boom de boom boom, and we changed the element of that. Like now, the game is a merger of everything, and that's what we hear.
Yeah.
So when we hear kids and we be like, they can't even rap, but it's like that's not what they trying to do.
Right.
They're trying to make a song. They're
Right.
trying to create a cadence. They not really trying to bust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? so when
Exactly,
you do
yeah.
see that, just think that's gold, nigga. That's
Yeah.
them is gems. You know what I'm saying? So Dual Committee and Marvelous is on Stompin' in My Steel Toes.
Yep.
Wait, so and that.
Well,
That was the second one. It's 2 Stomping in My Steel
yeah,
Toes.
yeah.
That's
there
what
was the one that was me by myself.
you by yourself.
Yeah.
And then
You talking about the yeah? That's
the
a totally
other one.
different
So
song.
the
yeah.
the one from Tales from the Crypt was just you and Bo.
Yeah, Bo was on the hook.
Bo was on the hook.
Yep.
And so you had a solo song on Bo album?
Yeah. Yep. And that's how everybody really, because you know that Tales from the Crypt, that was one of Bo's hottest joints,
That was
even
his biggest
till now.
shits.
So yeah, that everybody got a chance to hear me on there.
Damn.
Yep. And then Ghetto Blues dropped, you know, kind of around that same
Time. That's a cold.
That was one of the marketing tools that we used back then. Was there would always be somebody's song on somebody's album.
that was
You
smart
made
as
the
shit.
same song on another motherfucking album.
That was
but
smart.
you gonna
And
hear that
compilations
motherfucker.
back then.
Yeah.
Cause what compilations was you on the big ones? What song am I thinking
All
about?
of them.
You was on Boss Ballin'?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was on Boss Ballin'.
You was on no, I'm
Let
not,
me make sure. I'm pretty sure I was.
I
on
gotta
Boss
think
Ballin'.
of what compilation I'm Tuck, what compilation am I thinking about?
That was yeah, I was on that.
No, the one I'm talking about, they got that song though, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Damn.
Yeah, I was on a lot of compilations.
On all
so
of them, yeah.
I can't
I'm trying to.
think of
It's
which
one that was just crazy though. I can't think of it.
Can you see the album? Can you picture the album cover?
It wasn't Blunt Funk. It wasn't. It could have been. What was Dollars and Spence? Shit.
She wasn't no cell block. It wasn't no cell. No, it ain't cell.
And then it was another what could consider a compilation. I mean, later on down the line, West Coast Mafia had a compilation or a couple of them. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't think of all, but them songs was knocking too.
Yeah.
So after you drop your album, is you living on your own yet?
Yeah.
You living on your own? You got any children yet?
Yeah, I was actually pregnant with Lil Marv on the Ghetto Blues cover.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was almost ready. That's why people always thought I was big, but I wasn't. I was pregnant on that album cover, so.
She a
like,
music baby. She ain't got no choice.
For sure.
She ain't got no choice.
With her in my stomach. Yep.
She ain't got no choice. That's crazy. I gotta look at this motherfucking album cover,
I was
man.
pregnant with her.
Did you have the big cheeks?
Yeah, and I was frowning and shit.
Oh, I see. Okay, so y'all went,
that's why we tried to.
yo, top down. That was slick though. That, I wouldn't have had a clue. You see how?
Yeah.
Like that's why I say the internet is the gift and the curse, right? Because now if you was rapping like for your daughter, when she in that situation, they gonna be all in her business. She ain't gonna get to hide nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not
like
at
then,
all.
because back then you couldn't even have a man in public.
Right.
And the nigga be like, oh man, you fucked your career off. Nobody
it's
nobody
over.
ain't fantasizing about you no
Okay.
more. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But damn, that is crazy. You was pregnant.
Yep.
And so how long after the album dropped did you have her?
I think I had her right after the album dropped.
Right after. So did you take a break? Or you was right back in the lab?
Yeah, no, I didn't take
Now how was the baby daddy? Was he supportive? Or he was like, man, I don't want you in the studio around all them niggas?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Cause that's how that's part of the reason why managers and people, you know, be around. We was talking to Kiki, he said he never had a manager to manage
Me
him.
neither.
You
And
never
now
had
I
a
do.
And now you do.
Big V Entertainment, you feel me?
Shout out
We
to
all
Big V.
Managed by Big V Entertainment for sure.
So would you have been, do you think you would have been with a manager, things would have been a lot easier?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you didn't have an attorney?
Nope.
Just y'all doing nigga shit.
Straight up.
Straight nigga shit. So was it difficult? And the reason I asked you about the support or the support system or any support system, did you have your mom or somebody else to watch your baby? Like, cause it's hard.
Well, nah.
She went to the studio with you?
No, I didn't. My mom was already had passed away.
Oh, okay. Rest in
So
peace,
yeah,
mom.
but I have a big one of my big sisters, Angel, which is who I named my daughter after.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And so you
But even before I even had her, when I was pregnant, she was like, because we didn't know what was gonna happen, but she was
Right.
like, "You gonna make it." You know, I got little Angel. Her name wasn't even Angel yet. You know, I got. You know,
So
she
you
was like,
did
"Don't
have
even
a
trip."
support, though.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to highlight because it's like for women, like I think niggas just take advantage of that. Niggas don't think about it, like you know what I'm
Right.
saying. But like for women, nigga, this shit ain't no game.
Yeah, it's
like
not.
to want to live a normal life, to
Yeah.
want to have be in a relationship and have a kid, but be a
Damn,
rapper.
yeah.
That shit, like
It's
now
no joke.
they got fake shit going on. So now they'll put two rappers together and they're, you know, you could kind of tell what's going on. But like if you live in a real life. You know what I'm saying? And trying to be marvelous. You know what I'm saying? Then that shit had to be hella difficult.
Yeah.
And how long was it between your two albums? Because you dropped the EP next.
Yep, just Marvaless.
Just Marvelous. Was that intentional because you was just coming back and you was just getting in your groove, or you just decided to do an EP?
Well, yeah, they was kind of semi, you know, common back then. So yeah, but then I wanted to release something, you know, kind of fast.
And that's what you had.
Yeah.
Because what another thing people need to understand, the process of making an album, it wasn't that quick. Like,
yeah, we wasn't dropping. We was dropping like once a year.
Man, these niggas dropping 5 times a year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
period.
You got to keep up. And I try to talk to that with a lot of older artists because they still got the talent, but they business is still back in the day.
Yeah,
you know
got
what I'm
that
saying?
mentality,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it'd be hard to come moving forward. Just like when mixtapes drop. Most rappers from back in the day didn't understand why should I give away my fucking music.
Right.
And so this is before. Now they kind of got it together.
Yeah.
Because niggas get paid for streams. So the free sites ain't as popular. But when niggas was throwing music on my mixtapes and SoundCloud, nigga like, what the fuck? You should just get a job, nigga, because that shit ain't gonna pan out. You know what I'm saying? And so, but shout out to all the SoundCloud rappers because y'all paved the way for these niggas to start getting paid off streams. Y'all took the bullet. You know what I'm saying, for niggas, because
SoundCloud.
Man, hey. Nobody knew what was going on post Napster.
Yeah.
So at the MySpace and the invention of the MP3, nigga like, wait a minute. I own it. I got this nigga song just on my computer.
Right.
And I can have 1 billion of these motherfuckers. And I'm guilty of it. Me and this nigga downloaded. They probably looking for us. We downloaded 1 billion fucking songs. They had everything, nigga, movies, everything. So you know what I'm saying. That piracy shit was real. You know what I'm saying. And I mean, DJ Drama went to jail for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying. So you know this shit was real. The feds was tripping there. Nobody knew how they was gonna eat. Now they didn't. Finally, it ain't all the way there because I don't feel like they pay niggas fair yet.
Right.
But it's coming along. So then you dropped what was next? The
Wicked.
EP. Wicked. No,
Wicked
wait.
was after Just Marvelous. Yeah, Wicked.
Yeah, Just Marvelous.
That's the EP, and then Wicked.
It's Just Marvelous. Let me think. Just Marvelous. Just Marvelous. I'm about to tell you something. Okay. The single was Just Marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
That video
that
video was on the box. I liked it.
That was one of the songs I just didn't like.
It was too soft for you?
I don't know. It was just something about it.
You shot that video in Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At Mosswood.
Yep.
This is my shit.
Yep. Just Marvelous. So that's 94. And see, you know what we was doing back then? We was like, he's saying 94. We recorded that shit in 93.
Right.
Because shit wasn't coming out that fast.
So you knew you had to say a year ahead. Yeah.
Well, we eventually caught on.
Yeah.
We was like, now, wait a minute.
Yeah. So, but going back to Just Marvelous, because that was important what we was talking about like Oakland and Sac being cousins and everybody else around the Bay Area in Northern California. You shot the video in Oakland. Why was that important?
Well, really, I can't think of the guy's name that shot it, but he chose the location.
Okay.
And we was always out here.
And you had folks. I remember y'all all the time. Now, and Keek told a story of doing hip hop on the green with you.
That's when I told him that. What I just told you.
And he said, really, that's how they got on. He really said it was marvelous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you saw it. Like,
oh yeah, I did. I thought you was gonna say Marvelous told us to sign.
Nah, he didn't tell you. He just said that you said they was raw. You know what I'm saying? And
I did.
He mentioned Marvelous before anybody. Like we did hip hop on the green with Marvelous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
they tore that joint down.
They
too.
tore it down. Yeah. I gotta ask you this though. Do you miss that? Because you know, of course, they got generic versions of what we used to have back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had, we would have had Festival at the Lake or whatever, but like Hip Hop on the Green, the Gavin, and shit like that. Like those conventions, like, you know, was important.
Man,
but
epic.
Niggas wasn't dying at them.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was there to get some game.
I went there when I was 17. I went to the Gavin in San Francisco. Yeah. I think I was 17, maybe 18.
Yeah.
That was before I signed. I rapped for everybody. I rapped for Run DMC, all kind of different, Naughty by Nature, all kind of different.
That's crazy, man. And you see that though, like how you had access. You know, you had to get to the Gavin.
Yeah. Period. Our car got towed and shit, but we went.
You ain't had no GPS.
We ended up hanging out with Bushwick Bill.
See?
He was like, I got y'all. Come on.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That was a good time. That's why.
Heck yeah.
So for you young niggas, that's why they called it the golden era.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You had to get out there and put that work in.
You had to put that work in. You had to lay it down in. And
physically.
And all that tough ass shit y'all talk, you wouldn't do it anyway because you was going to have to see these niggas.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was going to run into them. And you going to have to do that shit you was talking about. Now, it's so bogus because these niggas talk that shit and now they sidekicks and they friends end up shooting and killing somebody.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, now the rappers been dying, but a lot of times they friends die who don't have money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they family be stuck with that bill and they family be stuck with that bullshit. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the rappers who was able to experience the Gavin and Hip Hop on the Green. I am particularly one person that's been petitioning for shit like that to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's necessary. I think we need it.
That was dope. All of them. Yeah.
And we can stop hating because niggas
Jack the
came
Rapper.
there. Jack the
Woo!
Rapper. Niggas came to trade ideas and not hold back the game.
Yeah.
Like, what y'all doing over there? Okay, well, this what we doing. We fucking with. And then
Right.
niggas learn to get distributed through City
The
Hall
network.
or go through, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
That's how it went. Yeah.
Yeah,
The most people did was funk. That's all.
that's it. That's it. Motherfucker ain't going. They
Might
going.
get stabbed up a little bit, but that's,
Yeah.
that's all,
It ain't gonna be no mass shooting.
It ain't gonna be no mass shooting.
Yeah.
Now, your next album after the EP, after Just Marvelous, was Wicked,
Yep.
and that's '96.
Yep.
And what features you had on that album? Do you remember?
You like, here's the test. No, of course I had my crew, Bo, everybody, and then I had who else? Mac Mall was on
Mac
that
Mall
thing.
was on there.
That player shit song. I think Brother Broski and them was on there.
Shout out Brother Broski.
Yeah.
Brother Broski don't get enough.
The Bomb Shelter, you feel me?
Yeah.
Who else was on that joint? Damn. I think was Cosmic Slop Shop on there. I think Dooney and them.
Oh damn.
Yep.
Slop Shop. You fucked
Who
me up
else?
with that.
Shit. There's a few people on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you feel like at that point, now this '96,
Yeah.
this All Eyes on Me, this is post no. This is big. Did Pac was dead in '96? He died in '96.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to paint a picture of what kind of shit was being recorded around then, and the West Coast was real strong.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
yeah, because you got to think that was 96. So that means I recorded that
In 95.
Yeah.
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 Dog Pound was
Yeah.
killing it.
Man. Yeah.
And matter of fact, the whole Death Row was killing it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They was on top. They was doing shit.
And the match went out, but it wasn't no more lights in the
Yeah.
house.
That's-
Check it out, man. Corrupt was so dope, man.
Man.
I'm a bona fide microphone technician with stabs. Came to storm on these MCs
But
like
see, that's the
cloud.
thing though, right?
Woo!
That's the thing, right? And I think that's
Leave
why
that part out.
New York was made.
Yeah.
Because they like, oh, we ain't lyricists. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they thought if you was lyricist over here, you had to be Hyro or Far Side. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, well, you got to be some type of Nubian hippie backpack nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know the gangster niggas were. But to me, y'all just was talking street shit. But if you listen to them songs, it's bars.
Yeah.
It's all bars. Like,
Yeah.
it's metaphors. You probably had
Because
metaphors
that's the
before you
era
even.
we came from. Before everybody got all super gangster, we
Right.
listened to motherfucking nigga hip hop.
Hip hop.
Period.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you listen to old Too Short, that nigga be talking about battling MCs. That's
Yeah.
what the fuck he was
Period.
talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before he got into the character of being Too Short,
Yeah.
he was damn near a battle rapper himself.
Okay,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
that's what it was.
Because the thing was to challenge the nigga to be, because the MC, we was coming out of the era where the MC was secondary. 'Cause it was the DJ. That's why the DJs was always the first nigga in the name. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They album, he's the DJ, I'm the rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The DJ nigga was the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So,
Eric B.
Eric B. and Rakim. Exactly.
Period.
So, Ken, can you pass me
Right.
one of the waters over there? Ken, in that thing, could you throw me one of water? If you when you now, there's no vultures, so we got to get down to the nitty gritty. Being from your neighborhood, was Marvaless ever affiliated?
What do you mean?
Gang affiliated?
As far as like,
You because Sacramento has gangs, so
Yeah.
was you like on the red side or blue side?
nah.
Never.
No.
Now, one of the reasons why I asked you that, right? One of the reasons why I asked you that is because Wicked is spelled with 2 C's.
That was the record label that did that.
And I thought so.
Yeah.
I said, that's out of respect.
That was the record label.
And Sebo, like me, at that time, that's when I went to YA. Sebo was a YA baby, so I know he was a real gangbanger.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
ain't no fake shit if you was a gangbanger
Yeah, nah,
in
it
YA.
smelled like that. He like,
yeah.
so nigga, is you a crib?
Yeah.
Or not? No, yeah. Yeah, that was straight the record label.
That was straight to record label.
Yeah.
But your neighborhood, are they Crips and Bloods? Or
No,
both?
we black rap. It's the mob.
It's the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight black rap.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, I be needing to learn some shit.
But I mean, it ain't too far from, you know what I'm saying? So I'm skipping the jump from Bo and them, so.
So, did you find yourself hanging out with Bo a lot?
Yeah. Hey,
Bo was in.
Back then, we was on tour. You know
Bo
what I'm
was
saying?
in trouble like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he was.
Was it? Had he already rapped on MTV? I mean, when they had him on MTV when he rapped to get out of jail, had that already happened? Do you remember that shit?
Nah, that hadn't happened.
That hadn't happened.
We went and protested and everything. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That
Mm-hmm.
nigga was he was like.
We need to get him an unsung. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, because you know why?
Push for it.
Bo would be like if Bo
For sure.
back then rap has always been groupie-ish, I'm not gonna lie. So if Bo had a cosign from a Ice Cube or like Mac 10, that's where he would have went even hot because Bo was a hell of a rapper and like and that's why it's so amazing about you and who you are because it was just you and him at first.
Yeah.
And you was going back and forth with this nigga, bar for bar on these. So it's never
That's
like
what I'm saying. It was a natural thing. It wasn't even a thought. It wasn't like we went in there and was thinking all hard and had to. It was
but
like
how
natural.
though? Because you was like we could turn that shit on and it's just like. Damn, that shit was crazy, Marvelous. I'm gonna just tell you.
Yeah,
that.
see, I don't see. I'm me, so I can't even see.
I'm gonna just tell you, we gotta give you your flowers right now. You are a motherfucking legend. I'm not gonna sit up here. I don't lie to people. There's no reason to. It ain't one female that I could think that could. I say she'll just out rap her. I can't think of one.
Right on.
I can't think of one. And shout out to the Brat because around that time, Brat was heavily West Coast influenced too. So
shout out to the Brat.
She dressed like you dressed. She wore Pendletons. Everybody was West Coast. And fucking Escape looked like they was from the West Coast back then, right? Yeah, and they was R&B. And shout out to Boss. I don't think enough motherfuckers talk about Boss.
Is dope than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's one of the people that I slapped for sure.
Yeah. Did you? She means slap. We from Northern California. That means. She was listening to the music. She didn't slap her physically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one of the people I slapped. For sure. Like, they gonna be like, nigga Marvelous slapped her. Nigga Marvelous slapped Boss.
Listen.
Turn it up, listen. So, because at first that's how it hit me. I'm like, damn, Marvelous slapped.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Yeah,
like,
we gonna talk about that.